Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck, and it's Thursday, September 12th, 2024, about a little bit before 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm, as you can see, I'm sitting out here in the van, and I got another one for you, and this, I hadn't intended on doing another Bigfoot video. It was right on the heels of the one that I uploaded yesterday, but there's been some pretty exciting developments from my friend up in Utah, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. Well, I shot that video, the last video. I shot that Tuesday, and I tried to upload it Tuesday night, but YouTube was being cranky for some reason, and it kept glitching and throwing me off. So I didn't actually get a chance to upload it until yesterday morning, Wednesday morning. And well, after I got the thing uploaded, I heard from my friend up in Utah, and he'd had something happen during the night that he wanted to tell me about. And well, he had another one come and visit him, a different one, and this one told him his name is Turlo, and he said that he was Lewis's father, except he didn't say father. He actually said that he was Lewis's dad. And that seems pretty remarkable because a lot of times they're pretty formal. But he distinctly said that he was Lewis's dad. And my friend told him, he said, you know, I think Lewis is practicing on using me for practice. And he said, I don't mind that. And so if he wants to use me for practice, well then, you know, that's fine with me. Well, one of the other things that my friend from Utah had reported was that when he was up at his location, and after he was walking back to his car and getting ready to leave, he smelled the smell. And I don't know if I talked about that in the last video or not, but he said what was thought was remarkable is it seemed to be coming, instead of being downwind, the wind was blowing the wrong direction from where the smell seemed to be coming from. And he kind of wondered about that. So fast forward to last night, and so now we're up to Wednesday night because it's Thursday. And last night he had visits from Lewis, Turlo, and Rake. And he got the impression that Turlo and Rake might be brothers. And he's not quite sure, but he got that impression. And that Turlo is a lot more reserved than Rake is. Rake is pretty outgoing and is willing to talk. And but anyway, he got visits from all three of them, and Rake kind of hung around for a while. And so my friend asked him, he said, was that smell I smelled the other day, was that Lewis practicing? Yes. And so my friend started asking questions about the odor. And Rake was very, very laid back and forthcoming about it and explained. He said they are able to focus that odor, and they are able to emit and mimic other odors as they choose, either singularly or a mixture, and they can actually target a person with that odor smell. And we'd kind of always wondered about that, and we thought maybe it was a gland of some kind, but they seem to be able to turn it on and off. And according to what Rake told my friend last night, that's exactly what they do. It's similar to, they can mimic sound, but they can also mimic the odors. As I said, either a specific odor or a mixture of odors, both pleasant odors and unpleasant odors, and they can actually focus them on a particular individual. And Rake was very open and very forthcoming to tell my friend that. And so I have no reason to believe that that's not real, and that fits right in with what we were kind of thinking. But that's an absolutely jaw-dropping development. It's just amazing. And so anyway, one more little tidbit. I'm going to try to keep this one a little shorter. That one last night kind of strung out for a while and took a long time to upload. But then just before I was getting ready to come out here and shoot this video, I was in the garage. I was trying to get my thoughts together on how to talk about it, and I got another text from my friend up in Utah, and he said, just a few minutes ago, he said he got a very, very strong zap at his house. And he said it was so stunning. He said nothing subtle about it. He said he got zapped. And so his first thought was, is everything okay? Yes. Who is this? Lewis. Are you coming up to the place tonight? So Lewis actually wants him to come up to the place where he first met them. So now he's met 4 members of the same family. He's not 100% sure of all the relationships, except for the fact that he knows that Turlo is Lewis's dad. And it's so darn cool to know that, that this is happening. My friend in Utah is a super guy, and he's just absolutely dumbfounded by everything that's been going on, especially in the last few days. So I'll keep you advised of what's happening. I had one other contact, and this is another fellow that I've been working with. This guy's over in Ontario, and he sent me a text message, and he was pretty excited because he's been dealing with a family group up there, and he'd been asking if they'd allow him to see one of them. And he was driving a couple of days ago, and there was a small lake alongside the road, and standing on the other side of the lake, 10 o'clock in the morning, bright sunny morning, he said there was an absolutely giant Sasquatch that he saw standing over there, just standing there. And he said he was jet black. He had to be 12 foot or taller. And he had that massive, massive build. He said he'd estimate that he probably had to go 2,000 pounds or better. He said he was just massive. And he says he got a good look at him, and he pulled off to turn around to come back. And when he came back, he was gone again. And he drove by that area again, and he saw him again just briefly. And they've told him that they've accepted him, and they've given him a name, and the name that they've given him, and I may have mentioned it in the previous video, but the name that they have given him is Chow or Chuck Chow. I'm not quite exactly sure how to pronounce that, and but that's the name that they've given him, and so he's doing real well. He was really excited. He said he felt very honored that they would allow him to see one of them, especially in broad daylight like that. And I haven't even had that honor yet. They have not. We haven't had any of them show themselves to me in broad daylight up close. And I asked for it, but I don't want to be too pushy. What I've actually asked for is, I said at some point in time, I'd like them to trust me enough and honor me enough that one of them would walk up and shake my hand like we humans shake hands. Hopefully that'll happen someday, but it hasn't happened yet. And I really look forward to that day happening. I think I could keep it together. I don't think I'd be frightened. I don't care what the physical appearance is. I don't think I would be frightened. I think I'm expecting it. So anyway, I want to keep this one shorter than the last one. And so as I always tell you, take care of each other and love each other. And it's about 85 out here today, a nice breeze. It's not near as hot as it has been. And it was down in the 50s this morning, so I think there is a little bit of fall in the air. So I think that's all I got to tell you for right now. So I guess nothing more to do, as I always tell you, than just say, until I talk to you again, peace out.